This is Tom with the Vending Business Show, and I'm here again with Larry Towner, a vending business consultant with Service Group International, and we're continuing this series on vending business tools. So which tool are we talking about today, Larry?
Well, let's talk about money handling and how you handle your money and what you're going to need to actually get your money from the machine to the bank.
Okay.
So, of course, we all know that the money just magically, they put the money in, and the best part of the vending business is actually counting the money. At least that's what I was always led to believe. But you do find that counting money tends to be not all that much fun when you do large quantities of it, and it starts to actually become kind of drudgery in a job. So what we're going to give you are some tips here on how to handle your money and make it efficient, make it fast. From the machines, we always liked to, and we found in our research around and talking to vendors around the company, that it's best to inventory money from each machine. So you're going to need to have some kind of a system where you pick up money from each machine, which means you're going to need a container to carry money from each machine. There's a variety of money bags that are available out there. There are zippered bags, there are canvas bags, there's all kinds of different containers. I mean, I know one guy that uses paper bags and uses them very effectively, buys lunch bags, and that's what he uses. He writes the numbers on the out, or writes the account on the outside, the machine number on the outside of the bag, puts the money in it, sticks it in this box. Works great for him. Everybody's got a different system, but you're going to need an individual way to handle money from each machine that you get out there in the world. So with that, again, there's all kinds of different bags, zipper bags and things like that. Money needs to go into the truck. There's a couple of different things. Money, of course, is a very, what do we want to say? It's a highly desired item, and some of the bad guys might try to steal it from you. So from a security standpoint, you're going to have some kind of system where you can make your money somewhat secure or make it completely secure. There's safes available. There's all kinds of things that you can do. There's deceit. We always use deceit. We placed our money all around the trucks in different locations so that if somebody did break into a truck and wanted to steal the money from us, they would get some of it, but not all of it. How you handle that is your business, but I want you to be cognizant of the fact that that kind of thing happens out there. So you get your money and you get it back into your office or into your warehouse or wherever it is that you handle your money. Where do you go from there? A couple of things. You're going to need some kind of a mechanical counter for both coin and for bills. There's many different kinds of coin counters that are available, anything from handrail counter systems that you crank by hand to fully electronic visions where you just pour the bag and it sorts and separates and gives you a total, tells you exactly what you've got in every different denomination. These are fantastic tools. You are going to have one. There's plenty of different manufacturers of this equipment out there. Do a little research on the internet and expect to spend some money. The least expensive ones you're going to find are going to be about $500. And that's on a used situation for a rail sorter. You're going to find something in about the $500 range that's worth having, I want to say. On the most expensive side, you can spend into the $20,000 range to get a really good new coin counter that'll do 6,000 to 7,000 coins a minute and sort and separate and give you very low rates. Starting off, obviously, you're going to start on the lower end of that, but eventually you'll find you're going to need to move up into the better things. Great problems to have. Same thing with bill counters. You can go down to the local warehouse club and you can buy yourself a bill counter that will work. It will count all of your bills, and all it does is what they call piece count. It does no counterfeit detection, and it will not pick up anything that has to do, if you've got a $5 bill in there, it does not sort and separate out the fives. That's about $200. You can go up to almost an unlimited amount of money depending on speed and how much counterfeit detection they have, and also how much sort and separates, because there's bill counters out there that'll separate your fives off into a different bins, your 10s, your 20s, your 50s. All of that exists out there. Most vendors usually only handle fives and ones. So, but if you're dealing with a lot of fives, you're going to want to have something that'll automatically sort out the fives, or you're going to have to do it by hand, because you really don't want to count a $1 bill or a $5 bill as a $1 bill. That's a pretty big loss. Really important. Lots of research to do on that kind of stuff, and many, many different manufacturers of this kind of equipment, but you're going to have one. Getting money from your coin counters to the bank. How do you move your money from the coins or from the counter to the bank? Coin is very, very heavy. You're going to need you need to talk to your bank. You need to see what their requirements are. My bank would take money in Federal Reserve bags, so we took $1,000 worth of quarters at one time, and that weighed 52 pounds. So our bags actually came from the bank. They supplied us with the bags. Our coin counter loaded bulk into those bags, and we took whole bags down to the bank. There's other systems that are available. They're starting to do partial bags now. It depends on your bank. It depends on how you want to do it, but all of these are issues that you're going to have to worry about. And going to the bank with a hand truck having to carry several $1,000s is always a very fun and exciting experience. Remember, folks, keep it safe. Make sure your people are aware that they become a target. Don't go at the same time. We'll do a show on security, on basic security measures coming up in the future. Tom, do you have any questions on any of that stuff?
Does your equipment help you sort these out beforehand or no?
Yes, you're going to want a machine that does what's called sort and separate, meaning it takes the various different coins. If you dump a bag of mixed coin in there, it splits it out into each individual bag. There's a couple of different designs that do that. One's called a rail sorter, where the coin runs down a rail and it falls in by size, because coins are all different sizes, and that works really well. The other is an actual spinning system that does the same thing, only it does it on a plat, and it's a lot faster. But again, your research on the internet will show you the different kinds. There's a big variation in cost on all of these different programs, so it all depends on your budget mostly.
All right, great. Thanks, Larry. If you want more good vending business tips like these, then be sure to subscribe. And you've been watching the Vending Business Show, a publication of A&M Equipment Sales.